If you have a dry scalp or excess oil at the roots, then a herbal hair rinse could be just the thing to help. I'm Stephanie Rose from Garden Therapy, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a herbal hair rinse that will make your scalp and hair feel amazing. A herbal hair rinse is made from infusing herbs that have hair and scalp properties into apple cider vinegar. This infusion is then diluted and used after shampooing or in place of shampoo and conditioner altogether. Some people swear by the no poo method, which aims to get your hair back to the way it was when you were a child before your hair and scalp chemistry changed from all that regular washing. But it can be difficult to make that change as it takes a long time to transition back, and it gives you an oily scalp and a lot of difficulty with your hair in the meantime. So what I like to do is use a herbal hair rinse after shampooing to help balance out the pH and condition my hair. You see, our scalp has an acid mantle that's essential for maintaining healthy hair. Most shampoos and even shampoo bars need to have the pH reset after washing. So using an apple cider vinegar after shampooing helps to reset the pH, making your hair shiny, less frizzy, and more manageable. It also helps to control dandruff and scalp itch. Adding some herbs to the mix adds additional benefits to your hair. Some of the common herbs that you can use in a herbal hair rinse are horsetail. Horsetail is something that you use to stimulate hair growth. It's full of antioxidants and helps to improve your hair circulation or your scalp circulation. But more than that, horsetail is known as the hair herb because of its high levels of silica and selenium, which strengthen hair, add sheen, and helps your hair grow. Nettles are also commonly used to strengthen hair with high levels of silica and sulfur in them. They're also full of nourishing minerals that are good for your hair follicles and can also be used to treat dandruff. Lavender is often added for its antioxidant properties and calming properties. It's also very good for treating an itchy scalp. Rosemary is my favorite herb for hair because it promotes scalp circulation. Poor circulation can lead to hair loss. It's really important to keep the hair follicles getting a good blood supply, and rosemary is also often used to make dark hair shine. But if you have light hair, like blonde or gray, then you'll add calendula to your mix. It's also very healing for skin and full of antioxidants to protect from sun and environmental damage, and so it's really great in the summer months as well. Let's put all these herbs together in a herbal infusion and make a herbal hair rinse. All right, so the first thing we do is get ourselves a 1 liter mason jar like this, or any jar size. You don't have to make a 1 liter mason jar, but I like to make a lot of this herbal hair rinse because I do use it quite a bit. And so we're gonna just start adding the herbs. I've got some rosemary here, which I'll just remove from the stem to add it in. Usually my herbs are in a jar, but I just dried this rosemary so it's nice and fresh and very fragrant. I think we'll add, so here's some horsetail. We'll add some of that in. You don't really need to have a very specific amount of each of the herbs, but I really like to try to fill up the jar as much as possible. So there's horsetail, nettles. We'll add in some lavender into the jar here. That's gonna make it smell amazing. Some calendula. Woo! My calendula flowers just popped. Those smell great. So we'll add in our calendula flowers. And I'm gonna add in a little bit more rosemary. So the idea is to add in sort of these herbs that add aromatics and the beneficial properties. And what we'll do is take down some of that smell of the vinegar. I know that apple cider vinegar can be very fragrant. So if you think that making this is going to make your hair smell like apple cider vinegar, it really doesn't. Because not only will we add all these herbs in here to help add some fragrance, but also we're gonna dilute it afterwards. And so once you've diluted it, used it to balance out your pH and rinsed it out, it will take a lot of the aroma away. I've put in about half of the herbs that I need into this. If I were going to make a full jar of it, I would fill the whole thing up with herbs, but I'm only gonna fill up this one and infuse about halfway in the jar. When you're choosing an apple cider vinegar, use a really high quality apple cider vinegar because the better the vinegar, the better your herbal hair rinse will be. So there we go. I've just covered up the herbs a little bit here and stir them around a little bit. And we can also use something just to press the herbs down and make sure they're all saturated. Add a lid. There we go. So to make our infusion, we'll leave this out for 4 to 6 weeks in a cool place out of direct sunlight. And you can get a nice lid like this. If you use a lid like this that's a sealing lid, so it's a leak-proof lid, then you can turn the jar upside down and turn the jar every couple of days. Now this jar has been infusing for about 6 weeks, so it's really fragrant, and there's lots of apple cider vinegar that's infused with all the herbs in here. So I'm going to strain it to make my herbal hair rinse. Using a strainer here over top, there we go. You see the color of the apple cider vinegar is really infused with the herbs, and the aroma is very strong. It smells wonderful. So you just press the apple cider vinegar out of there. And now we've got a really strong herbal infusion with apple cider vinegar. Now this is way too strong to use on our hair right away. So I'm going to dilute it with some water in one of these cool little squeezy bottles. This is used for culinary, sometimes with beauty products, and fill up the bottle 1/4 of the way with the apple cider vinegar infusion, and then the rest with distilled water. And then that's what I'll use when I'm doing my herbal hair rinse. You can store any leftovers in the fridge. You can use this for herbal hair rinse. You can also use it as a cleaning solution if you want to use it for cleaning. It smells really great, and this will last in the fridge for a couple of months. Just dilute it, keep this in the shower. After you shampoo, you can apply it to your hair. Give it a really good scrub, make sure it gets in there. I then like to use a wide tooth comb and comb it all through my hair, it gets all the tangles out. Then give it a nice rinse with some warm water. And if you want to after that, you can apply some conditioner. That's really all there is to it, to making a herbal hair rinse. It's a really easy project, and the benefits that you get from the herbs and the apple cider vinegar will make your hair shine, your scalp feel amazing, make your hair strong and healthy. It's totally a worthwhile project, and I hope you'll give it a try. I hope you enjoyed this video on making a herbal hair rinse. If you did, then go on down and hit the like button, and come on over to Garden Therapy, where you can get lots of recipes for homemade herbal infusions and beauty products and all sorts of tips for gardening and living better through plants.